This is Raider News Update with Madeline Dollywall and Marisol Paca with the news, Claire Cohen with arts and entertainment, and Dan Lynch with sports. And now, from Studio B at Scotch Plains Fanwood High School, Madeline Dollywall and Marisol Paca.
Welcome to the period 6-7 edition of Raider News Update. I'm Maddie Dollywall.
And I'm Marisol Paca.
9/11 Memorial recently opened this past Sunday in New York City. Because of the continual construction surrounding the site, a new policy has been implemented for New Yorkers and out-of-state visitors alike. The City of New York has instituted a time reservation system for those wishing to visit the memorial. There is an easy online process, although tickets are currently booked until December of 2011. You can visit www.911memorial.org/visitors passes to book your tickets. Whether you are a family member of one of the 2,983 individuals listed on the memorial or simply searching to pay respect to those who are, the online reservation system is the most efficient, expeditious way to visit the memorial site. In the most recent issue of The Bottom Line, a 10-year study revealed that talking on the phone puts cell phone users at a higher risk for brain cancer. The study found that people who use phones for at least 1,640 hours over a 10-year period, equal to around 30 minutes a day, had a 40% higher risk of developing a deadly type of brain tumor called glioma. Young people face the highest risk of exposure from decades of cell phone use. Preventative measures to be taken in order to avoid overexposure include using speakerphone when making a call, using a hollow tube headset, and texting instead of talking. It is also helpful to wait for good reception, since more radiation is emitted when a phone is searching for signals, and to avoid cell phone use in a car, train, or bus, since levels of radiation are increased inside metal vehicles. Consistent cell phone users are urged to reduce the time spent talking on the phone in order to benefit their overall health. Students and staff alike were caught off guard during the pep rally last Friday after seeing a mysterious blue figure cartwheeling around the track. This was a first for Scotch Plains Fanwood High School, hence the confused faces in the crowd. The senior class, though, knew exactly who this mystery man was. Senior Thomas Lyons. Thomas quickly became the Raider fan-proclaimed school mascot. But running around in a spandex suit is not the only reason Thomas has been crowned the title of school mascot. Let's catch up with Thomas to check out the ways he is spreading Raider pride school-wide. I am here with Senior Thomas Lyons, the school-proclaimed school mascot. So Thomas, tell us a little bit about how you feel about having that title.
Well, the thing is, I never really thought of it that way. But since people start calling me and I got some recognition for it, I like the title. I like it.
And what are some of the things that you've done to earn that title? Like, what is your goal as being the fan-proclaimed school mascot?
Well, my goals really is to get more involvement in all the sports and activities outside of school, and anything like that. Like just bringing unification is the word I think I'm looking for the school.
And I heard that you've started a Facebook group. And I heard that there are a lot of members. So how many members are there again?
I think we just hit 699 right about last night. Number 700, looking out for you. Come stop by.
And what was the reasoning behind starting that Facebook group?
Well, me and a few friends, the goal was, basically, like I said, to get unification, and we figured Facebook's the best way to communicate with everyone and, let everyone know what's the deal, what's going on, when the games are, stuff like that. So we said Facebook's the best idea.
Okay, and also one last question. Are you planning on passing down the title of school mascot to an underclassman? Because I know you're graduating this year, class of 2012. Are you planning on passing down the torch?
Passing down the torch. I haven't seen any prospects yet. I'm looking for people to come up and step to the plate, and when they do, I'll definitely give them a little push.
Okay, and do you have any last words for all those Raider fans out there listening and watching?
Raider fans, the Blue Man rules, and get active, be involved.
Phys ed teacher, Mr. Fabiano. As an alumni of Scotch Plains Fanwood High School, Fabiano is now a member of the staff rather than one of the student body. Let's go on location to see how his school year is going so far. So, Mr. Fabiano, I know it's only been a couple weeks of school, but how have you liked teaching here so far?
It's been a great experience so far. The students are great. The staff that I'm working with are outstanding. So right now, I love being at Scotch Plains.
And how have you prepared for this new school year?
Well, right now I'm teaching in the weight room. I'm teaching advanced weight training. So I'm really I set up a program for this class, to try and help the students improve their strength, not just student athletes, but students in general. My goal is to help them improve their strength and improve performance both on and off the field.
And you attended the high school, so how has it changed since you've last been here?
It's actually very similar. Since I was here, it looks exactly the same. When I was walking through the hallways and looking around, it was nice knowing where everything was.
And are you coaching any sports teams?
Yes, I'm actually coaching the football team, and I'm working with the offensive and defensive linemen.
So how do you hope to improve the football team this year?
Well, my big thing is improving strength, improving performance, reducing that risk of injury. So a lot of these student athletes on the football team, I'm working with in the weight room, designing individual programs for them, or working with them on the field to hopefully get some more victories for us.
All right, thank you. Good luck with your school year and the rest of your season. Back to the studio.
And now let's go to the quote of the week. And now let's go to arts and entertainment with Claire Cohen.
Thanks, Maddie. The top 5 songs of the week are number 5, You Make Me Feel Good by Cobra Starship. Number 4, Stereo Hearts by Gym Class Heroes. Number 3, Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People. Number 2, Someone Like You by Adele. And counting down at number 1, Moves Like Jagger by Maroon 5. The top 5 movies of the week are number 5, Straw Dogs. Number 4, The Help. Number 3, Drive. Number 2, Contagion. And counting down at number 1, The Lion King 3D. On September 17th, there was a huge turnout, with both sets of stands filled with fans at the Marching Band Home Show. It was the biggest show SPFHS has ever hosted, with 14 bands who came to the 13th annual Marching Band Festival. The band would like to personally thank all parents who helped put together such a great show. Let's go on location to find out more.
I'm on location with color guard captain Jen Dedman. Jen, you had a home game the last Saturday. How did that go?
It went really well. We had a really big turnout. It's actually the biggest show that we've had in the whole 13 years that we've been doing it, and it was really fun, and it was really, really good.
And how's the competition looking so far?
Actually, I'm not really sure because we haven't competed against anyone in our own group or seen anyone in our own group, but hopefully it'll be good this year.
And then there's a competition coming up this coming Saturday, and what do you expect for that?
I expect that it'll be really good. We've been working really hard the last month, and as long as we push these next few practices, I think we could have a really good show.
That's good. And what's your theme this year?
This year, the title of the show is SPF Moves Forward, Drive, Desire, and Determination.
Thanks. Good luck, guys. Back to the studio.
The first marching band competition is on September 24th in Roxbury. Make sure to go out and show your support.
Welcome to Critics Corner. I am Matt Kempner, and I will be reviewing movies. Today we'll be talking Contagion. Contagion from the director Steven Soderbergh. You may know him from directing Ocean's 11, 12, and 13. This movie stars Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow, and a whole other bunch of friendly faces you all recognize. Basically, the plot of the movie is a disease is released, and it starts off with one person, and as diseases do, quickly spreads to many, and quickly thousands of people are infected. There's a massive riots and confusion in the world, and people got to find out what's going on. That's what I ask you. What is going on? So I suggest definitely go see the movie and rent it. But I'd say it's still in theaters. Go give it a see. It's a great movie. Maybe not for the whole family, because it's a little bit of a thriller. I give it 4 Matt Damons out of 5. Definitely a great blockbuster for the winter season. Back to the studio.
Now let's go to a weekend preview with Kelsey Mattimore and Sarah Hayden.
Hi, I'm Kelsey Mattimore.
And I'm Sarah Hayden, and this is your weekend preview.
Weekend is sure to be a busy one in the box office, with movies being released such as Moneyball, Killer Elite, and Dolphin Tale. The newly released DVDs include Thor, Bridesmaids, and X-Men 3.
There are a couple of sporting events to see this upcoming weekend. On Saturday, September 24th, there will be a girls' varsity volleyball tournament at Morris Knolls High School at 9 a.m. and a boys' varsity soccer game at Kearney High School at 1 p.m. Enjoy the weekend. Now back to the studio.
And now let's go to sports with Dan Lynch.
Thanks, Marisol. The girl varsity volleyball team is entering their 9th season. They recently just beat Linden, with the first match being 25-19 and the second match being 25-15. Let's go on location to find out more.
Taylor Subayo, and I'm on location with junior captain Sam Renfrey. How's the season going so far, Sam?
It's all right so far. We haven't been able to work out all the kinks yet, but I believe that we can.
So how many wins do you have so far?
We only have one win so far.
Against who?
Against Linden.
Do you have any major upcoming games?
Today we have a game against Roselle Catholic, and then Saturday we're at a tournament all day.
Where's the tournament?
In Morris Knolls.
That's very good. Now back to the studio.
The Raider cross country team has been running around the track in town since the beginning of the summer. Senior John Kirby will once again lead the boys, and junior Carly Redfield looks to take the Raiders and beat Westfield. And last but not least, the girls gymnastics team just defeated Elizabeth. With junior Alex Peluso on the high beams and senior Liz Baldwin on the floor events, the girls won with ease. To find out more information on the gymnastics teams, let's go on location with Matt Kempner.
I'm Matt Kemner, here on location with junior Melissa Guerra. Melissa, tell me, how has the season been going in gymnastics so far?
It's going good. We've had 2 meets, one against Union Catholic and the other one against Elizabeth, and we won both.
Great, and is the team really stepping up this year from the last couple years?
Yeah, this year I think we've definitely made some big improvements. We've got a couple new really good freshmen. They're helping out the team a lot, and I think everybody altogether stepped it up since last year.
Great, and tell me, how does a gymnastic meet work? Run me through it a little fast.
Well, you have 4 events: vault, bars, beam, and floor. And you could take 2 turns on the vault, and they average the 2 scores. Then you go on to bars, and you have like a whole routine. You have to have certain requirements. You have to go from the low bar to the high bar. Then you go to beam, and you have to pass the beam 3 times. You have to go this way, then that way, and then dismount off. And then you go to floor. You have to have a floor routine with 3 tumbling passes, and it has to be 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Great. I think that was 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'd like to wish you good luck on the rest of the gymnastics season.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Back to the studio.
That wraps it up for sports. Now let's go back to Marisol and Maddie.
Let's zoom on over to Car of the Week.
Markovitz, and I'm Cormier Philippe, and this is Car of the Week. We're here with Travis Cortez's 5 Series BMW, fresh and white. Let's see what we got under the hood. See here, he has a V6 engine, some heavy duty stuff going on, a lot of horsepower. See, Travis has some pretty good pins. They're dark, but not too dark, enough for privacy. Here we got some 17-inch Monterey blacked out rims. You see Travis has a lot of space in the back for 2 12-inch JBLs that bump. Here inside Travis's Beamer, there's some fresh beige leather. He's got a crazy audio and navigation system as long as he heads up this way, so he doesn't need to be looking down and always concentrating on the road. I'm Alex Markovitz. I'm Cormier Philippe. I'm Travis. And this is our Car of the Week.
And now let's go to weekend weather with Stormy Sebs.
Hi, I'm Stormy Sebs with your weekend weather. On Saturday, it's supposed to be a high of 76 degrees with 60% chance of thunder showers. And on Sunday, it's supposed to be a high of 70 with 70% chance of thunder showers. So kids, stay inside, do your homework, stay dry.
That wraps it up for the period 6-7 edition of Raider News Update. Stay tuned. Immediately following this broadcast is last week's period 4-5 edition.